Hello everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid, just going into XRP, big up the CoinsKid crew. So look how really close we're getting towards this apex right now. You know, we're getting really tight in here, aren't we? You know, sort of getting compressed in there. There will be some kind of reaction here, you know, that's going to give the game away. I think if we start to see multiple closes below this green line, which is the golden ratio, which we've been holding since 2022, June just there, we've been holding this as support. Look at that beautiful support just there. In effect, you know, this is quite a bullish little statement just there. These closes where you've been closing higher than this leg here. So effectively you've come up, made a high, and you come down, you've effectively made a high low. So as though, you know, it's kind of frustrating that there is a little bit of bullish sentiment here in the sense that you are making this series of high lows, which is still higher than the closes that we're experiencing on the golden ratio. I mean, look at that for support. Look at that closing there consistently on the golden ratio. So that's quite a nice little statement from XRP that we can't ignore, you know, but we want to see the follow through. Like I said to you, what we need to do is negate these bearish patterns that I'm beginning to see in the charts, okay? And we need to carve out a massive structure here. A break of this red line for me will absolutely confirm that XRP is going to go to $6, and I'm going to show you why. You know, for me, you know, this is a more of a bullish outlook today, but I always show you what I see. If, and it is a big if as well, I think that if XRP starts to break this red line, starts to close above the weekly 55 EMA, I think you're in an impulsive move all the way up to $6.52. Okay, so that's a bit of positivity, but obviously the negation of that is if we start to come down and lose support. Okay, if we start to lose support, I think you're coming down a minimal 702 fib, and then beyond that, I think you could be looking at a 786 fib retracement just there. Okay, where you're still getting compressed under this red line, coming down. You know, and towards the end of the year here, we may begin to break for XRP, putting in a greater impulsive move. Let's say, as a thought experiment, XRP has not bottomed in June and it does come down and it bottoms on a 786. Well, you know, like I've always said to you, the greater you retrace, the greater the impulsive pace. So if XRP was to come down lower, it's going to be a better opportunity, because the next impulsive wave for me would be $8.26. So in effect, you do want it to come down lower. You want a greater opportunity. Okay, so, you know, everyone hoping that this is the low. Fantastic. If it is, great, we break this, you're coming up. But if we do go down again, I think you can afford to retrace deeper all the way down to the March low. It will put the, you know, the EBGBs and everyone will be really scared and fearful, but I think it will just be absolute maximum opportunity here to ride this beautiful impulsive move up for XRP. Because if it is the case, you know, it's a big if as well, if we do start to come in and get price compression, we've got this sort of big head and shoulders pattern that's playing out right now, we've got a potential descending triangle as well, which is a bearish pattern. If we do get all of that and we start to break down and we come down to 786, no one is going to be wanting to buy down there. Okay, but I think if it does hold, and I think it will hold as well, because I think that would be absolutely, you know, the qualifiers are sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got your big C wave in there that ends. You know, it would do everything it needs to say it's finished. I think you've got an amazing opportunity here going forward for XRP. You know, when it was really fearful. So, you know, bring that opportunity on, in my opinion. So if and it is a big if, we bounce off of 786 at around about 19 cents and we come up, you can clearly see that that's a whopping 4,164% upside for XRP. So bring it on for me. You know, I'd love to see that opportunity, to be honest with you. But to negate that going forward, we have to see XRP right now start to come up, take out these EMAs. Okay, Bitcoin's on its key weekly EMA. If it starts to take it out, fantastic. If it starts to pull back, not so fantastic. For me, Bitcoin could put the confirmation of the bottom in earlier in XRP, in the sense that if we start to see Bitcoin closing above 19.5k over the next few weeks, for me that's just a confirmation statement right there. You're potentially creating an impulsive move since November, and you could be looking at, you know, coming all the way up to the 786 fib for Bitcoin as a retracement right there by June this year. So there is something that's going on. There is something bubbling that's going on, and like I've always said to you, I've not got a crystal ball. No one can tell you with certainty what these things are going to do. It's very volatile, but we could be on the cusp of a big impulsive move. This could be some kind of bottoming structure right here, but to see it, I need to see the follow through here. I need to see XRP breaking out, coming to 55, turn it into resistance, you know, come back for support, and carving out a kind of big structural bottom down here like this, and then we're getting a break. And from this point here, you know, this will be your impulsive move, which began potential 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that, taken up in a big wave one, you know, and we're just looking at massive appreciation over the next few years here for XRP. You know, I wish I could tell you what's going to do, but obviously, you know, I can't. I've not got a crystal ball. So, you know, but if it does break down, I don't want you to be scared. I don't want you to be fearful. I just think it's a greater opportunity for me and for yourself. And I just think, you know, I actually want it to break down because I would like to get more XRP. Perhaps I'm a little bit greedy. So, you know, we are holding this ascending level of support as well. We've got this beautiful trend line. We've got, you know, multiple closes since last year above the golden ratio. We can't can't ignore that particular data. So potentially, you know, we've got a high low there, we've got that low and that cluster there, which is a high low. So if we start to come up like this, break out, fall back and create another high low, you can see how we're beginning to sort of come up the stairs here slowly but surely, but we're breaking this key resistance, which is really, really key. Okay, so we can sort of go really, really tight towards this apex. Roughly by the end of April, May, we will get some kind of breakout here for XRP. Okay, so personally what I've done, you know, just to ride the waves and trade the ranges, I've actually gone short on XRP off this short here. Okay, I've actually gone short, and actually my stop loss might have been triggered. I've got my stop loss on yesterday's high, not quite been triggered just yet. Okay, I've actually gone short because I think you run into this resistance, potentially come back like that, and if we can come back and break that trend line and start to attack that, that in itself will begin to look quite bullish here for XRP. Okay, so at the minute, that level of resistance, like I said to you in yesterday's video, we need to see the close up here above this level of support, turn this previous support into support once more, because you can clearly see at the moment it's a level of resistance. We've got Bitcoin running to the weekly 20, so if it starts to turn, I would imagine this is going to come back. Okay, and if it comes back, this is just a great short opportunity with really tight stop loss on Bybit or Primex BT. It's entirely up to you, and it's just basically riding the waves, isn't it? Trading ranges. Good luck, everybody. Take care. Back soon with another update on XRP. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.